So, let's see if we get the technology with us. Apparently not. There we go. Alright, so this is the first scrim between General Fury Divine and General Saladin. The companies have not been set yet, but the companies for General Saladin today is Korambad Company with Captain Juno, 7th Sustained Brigade with 0 members at the moment, 1st Independent Brigade KPD with Captain Fengard, and Commandos Spacecraft KSK with Major JX Farva and Ethnix. On Fury Divine side, we got the Whiskey Company with Captain Makiaku, Blackwater with Captain Cypher, Special Boat Services with 0 members at the moment, and Dragon Company with Captain Shillam. Current amount is 12 versus 11, so it's a very low turnout for this first scrim. Currently each company have around 8 to 9 members signed up. This is the first live battle that's going on, and we got Fury Divine as the US, and we got Samuel as the Chinese. Fury Divine's group was effective in taking out the Bravo and fighting for Charlie. Saddle is a little slower, but Bravo is looking really empty, so if they push in, they should be able to do it. Case is pushing into the flag in grey, meanwhile Charlie is going grey. Here we go, Charlie turned blue, and Bravo is still going down, but now stabilized. Alright, it's dropping again. Charlie's also dropping. Charlie might be overrun here. Bravo is slowly turning for Sallow. We got Farva's company. The KSK working on Charlie for Sallow. As this is the first scrim, I'm not very used to the names yet. Only Tom is working for Fury Divine side, and he is working with the Dragon Company. It looks like General Sallow will have taking a little bit of an initiative here, as they're going for Charlie while still holding Bravo. The soldiers of Fury Divine are all outside Charlie, and they're gonna have to recapture that flag. We got Shillam coming in, and we got Dark Cypher coming in. So that's Blackwater and Dragon. Dragon seems to have been wiped, and Dark Cypher is the only one alive, as General Saladin's armor is grabbing the bleed. Lemming Grumpy is leaving the helicopter, and they're on top of Bravo. So Fury Divine's guys, as the blue guys, US, seems to be attempting to go to Bravo, but I'd say General Saladin have this very much under control. The push seems to be taking place soon, but there's still no flag going down. Alright, Bravo is halfway down. The fight seems to move from rooftops to the actual flag zone. Although the Chinese members are pushing in from the bottom with Case and Farva, I think this is gonna go to Cypher and Solscom. A Blackwater group, that is. Alright. B is back in Fury Divine's group, which means that the bleed have stopped and was flashbanged. There's no one that's pushing for either back flag, and as we can see, the back flag alpha of Fury Divine is totally empty with just a spawn beacon. We got a transport chopper with ethnics heading that way, possibly. Delta is being held by Miss Rebel and Juno, which is the Koran band company. They're currently at 2 members, so they're holding the back flag with all they got. It looks like Macchiaco, which is whiskey company, back to Alpha flag. Meanwhile, both Charlie and Bravo is flashing. Dark Cypher seems to be able to grab Charlie for the Fury Divine group, and Lee, who seems to be fighting for the Bravo flag. Bravo flag is back in General Saddle's group, but the Charlie flag is being worked on, but the fight is still intense. Bravo was flashing, is still great, which means that we got Vladimir still in the flag zone. Charlie is going up for General Salvo, and the bleed is back on. Current lead is about 50 tickets. As we can see here, Vladimir is taken out. There's still Chillum of Dragon Company alive. Not sure if Lihu and Burlek is gonna push that or not. Chillum spawns in with only Tom, and I'm guessing Vladimir is gonna come in soon too. Flag flashed a little, but it's Lihu is still back in the fight, and the flag goes back to Bravo or General Saddle. Meanwhile, Fury Divine's group have with Blackwater have captured Charlie, as we can see, and it seems like Case is pushing Charlie. Charlie's going down. Bravo is still held by the General Saddle, although Chillum keeps spawning in members to capture that flag. Charlie's gonna go up safe and secure. There are some members coming in, but I don't think they'll be there fast enough. Dark Cypher's company seems to be moving in, which is Blackwater. So we got Dragon and Blackwater fighting on each flag, and neither of them are winning. And it looks like Chillum might finally be killed by his own tank. Bravo is not... Well, it seems to be going up for Dragon now here, but... and Charlie seems to be going up for Blackwater. Question is if they're going to be able to capture them before reinforcements arrive. We got Nefarious here. Nefarious is in the KPD squad. They seem to have stopped Bravo from going all the way up. Blackwater secured their flag. Alright, Bravo is also secure. Let's see if we can get that 70 ticket lead back. Right now it looks like a lot of blue around Charlie and Bravo and very little red, although Lemming Grumpy seems to be pushing in. As well as the core company. Most attack seems to be focused around Bravo. The flag is not flashing. Here we got the Case on the top side of Bravo. Bravo have started to flash now. Fuel Shock. Yeah, Bravo is gonna come back up for General Salos and Nefarious squad. Nefarious is in the KPD squad. So the KPD squads, with some assistance from a tank, have secured Bravo. Jay with the KSK squad seems to be working on Charlie. Charlie squad have some resistance from the Blackwater company with Dark Cypher in the lead, but they seems to be eliminated all now. This is gonna go up for Juno and Jay. And we also seems to have lost Delta to Dragon Company with only Tom and Chillum. Although Delta is going up with a friendly tank. Yeah, only Tom is going to die. Alright, the black and bleed is black for the General Salvo and Chinese army. They seem to be performing a little bit better than the Fury Divine group. There is a one person difference, and at this point I don't think that makes that much difference. We got a transport chopper crash lander on Bravo. It's Blackwater trying to fly in with the captain dead already. I think this is a dead attempt. As we can see right now, we got one squad over at Delta. The rest is very, very Chinese. The squad over at Delta is the Dragon Company pushing in with 2 members this time, and Chillum staying back. Even if it's smart for the squad leader to stay back, as they have the rule of only spawning a squad leader, I'm not sure this is gonna help them at the moment. Oh, we got Salal on foot at Alpha, trying to capture, but he's going to go down, but they spawned in a lot of resources for it. Delta is gonna come back up for General Saddle's Chinese army. Chillum is still alive and should be able to spawn in people, but that with this much reinforcement here, I don't think this is a good idea. Alright, they're pushing in. Bravo was temporarily contested. Might even turn for Lemming Grumpy and the Blackwater. Seems not. Dragon was Delta was temporarily contested, but with 2 members here, there's nothing much Dragon can do. Alright, we got 2 squads, and that should be the Blackwater and the SBS squad at Bravo. Bravo is still not going up for Fury Divine, and I think with over 150 tickets lead, General Saddle will have this very locked down. Fury Divine will have to do something different if he's gonna turn this around. Even if they succeed in successful grade Bravo flag here, I don't see them winning. Looks like the whole fight is at Bravo right now, with 1 company and a tank for General Saddle, as well as there was 2 companies for Fury Divine, but they're both dead now. Oh, never mind, Blackwater is back in the game. But they're gonna be rushing in towards 5 guys, and I think they're gonna end up dead. Meanwhile, Dragon Company have landed a transport, put up a tugs and a swan beacon, so maybe they can get into the somewhat empty Charlie flag. Alright. Charlie is flashing. Dragon Company's got 2 members in place. But we got incoming members from today's KPD squad. Sorry, KSK squad. And core members. And Charlie is very, very stable right now. 14-12, so the numbers are going up as the round progresses. Blackwater is pushing on to Bravo. Right now they're somewhat secure, and we'll see if Charlie Company is pushing in. Case goes down the stairs, some goes upstairs. Firefights in the tunnels, and this one is very, very locked down by Blackwater. They are gonna get attacked from behind though. Here comes the core members, and I think this is it for Blackwater. A knife that terribly fails. Delta is flashing again, but there's a 1-1, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Although the Delta flag is flashing, the red member only have to stay in the flag cap for this to turn good. Alright, he spawned in a member, so it's definitely going up now. Banging Crazy succeeded in killing 1, but 2 versus 1 he will probably die. There, he's dead. Alright, Alpha is flashing, although the enemy is dead. Yeah, there's over a 200 ticket lead right now, and if Fury Divine doesn't do something radical, he's going to lose this round. I'd say General Sallo's companies are working a lot better together, while Fury Divine seems to think of the strategy divide and conquer. It haven't gone very well for them, especially since none of their companies have been full. Rather, they have a lot of small companies with 2 to 3 members. Well, so as it looks right now, we got 4 companies for the Fury Divine's army, while we got 3 more full companies for the General Salvo's army. Which in a divide and conquer strategy puts General Salvo's army in a better position. Alright, the tank is almost down. Meanwhile, I'd say this is Blackwater, but I'll confirm. This is Blackwater is pushing into Bravo. Blackwater is graying Bravo and might even get it. Core members with Juno seems to be approaching. Tank is outside, very damaged. This is gonna go up fully for Blackwater, but meanwhile they have lost Alpha. Alpha is completely red right now, even with blue reinforcements coming in. This was a nice move by Case and the KSK squad. Alright, General Saddle took Alpha but lost Bravo. It seems like they're abandoning Alpha completely now, so let's see if we can see a push into Bravo. Charlie's meanwhile being lost to single man squad Bigster. with some help from FIFA Karma. Alright, Charlie is frozen. Bravo is still very blue. Alpha is still being contested, but Big Star Squad, with the help of Chillum's Dragon Squad, seems to be getting Alpha back. I'd say that the move to Alpha was a failed one, even if it unraveled the battle a little. General Saddle simply lost on that one. He's currently seeming to grab back Bravo, but I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to do it. Meanwhile, he's losing Charlie, which is really finding an epic situation to put up some very good defenses here. And there we go. Fury Divine has succeeded in getting a bleed. This is like the second time they've got the bleed this and they seem to be able to lose it soon, because right now we got two full squads pushing into Charlie. With Nefarious, Vanguard, the KPD squad, as well as the Core squad seems to be moving in. We also got Jummy with the Core squad. So Saddles did go for a divide and conquer, and it seems to have paid off. Even if Charlie are overrun with blue guys, the Bravo flag is going to go up very, very red. Seems like the rocket tank now belongs to General Vanguard. With a stalemate currently in the ticket counts, the General Saddle squad is almost 300 tickets ahead, which puts them in a very, very good position to kill off Vanguard's men and then capture the flags. This means that Vanguard needs to get back on the bleed now before he loses too many tickets to kills. Seems like they're securing Bravo again. And there seems to be very, very little attacks. The KSK squad seems to have been moving to Alpha but gotten different orders. And as we can see, both Core, KFK and ASF seems to be moving to the Bravo flag. Burlesque is in there. Alright. So even if they have several companies hitting Bravo and Alpha, they seem to be doing fairly bad. Ethnic succeeded in graying Alpha almost, but it's not good enough. The bleed is still with General Vanguard, Fury Divine. Junior and the Core squad seems to be moving into Charlie. And they seem to be able to capture it. If they capture this, it means that the fleet is gone. Lemon Grumpy is alone there and can't do much. Blackwater with Lemon Grumpy seems to be the only guys at Bravo right now. Dragon Company, as well as Whiskey Company seems to be moving in towards Charlie together now, and hoping that Blackwater keeps Bravo. Charlie was temporarily dropping, but there's not enough members right now. We got 2 more people for the American side. We'll see if they count. Seems like they do, because Charlie is going up a little again. And Delta is dropping. Saddle needs to get back in this game, or he's gonna lose that valuable lead. Although he has over 200 ticket lead, this might still be turned around if there's not too many greyouts. Vanguard with the KPD squad seems to be flying around. Charlie's gone great thanks to Ford and the KSK squad. Following Ethnics in the KSK squad, let's see if Case can spawn in on him. No, he couldn't. Farwa and Case with the KSK squad seems to be moving towards Alpha. And the flag is dropping. But he keeps moving to Charlie. Why does he do that? Alright. Charlie and Bravo is still up for Fury Divine's American squad army. But there seems to be very little blue members and very little red members in the fight. Ticket is still 200 above, but it keeps dropping and dropping. We got Dual Shock with the KPD squad outside Alpha, as well as Vanguard, the KPD. If they get a squad in, they might be able to grab Alpha, if they get their whole squad in first. Tank with Harvok seems to be falling back. Okay, Alpha is flashing, which is gonna pull some resources, but I still see a very, very well defended Bravo and Charlie, and right now Saddle needs to get bleed down. Already lost 50 versus 10 tickets. They are being killed as they move in. The attack on Alpha seems to have been eliminated. Let's see if they can do something with that transport chopper. We got Nefarious moving in on foot to grab the rocket launcher. And 2 companies, I'd say, just moved in on Charlie. Miss Rebel's core company. With Juno in the lead. The flag is grey, but they do not have enough members down there. We got FIFA Kramer down on the ground. He died. The flag is grey. The question is if Vanguard's army is gonna be able to grab it back. It looks like it on the amount of members here. Alpha has meanwhile also gone grey with only 2 members there. It should be an easy secure for black skill. Delta is also flashing thanks to banging crazy, which is getting Farva to attack. Farva with an almost 2.0 KP kill per death ratio secured banging crazy's death. Bexta. Alright. Although the bleed seems to have stopped a little, the overall attacks on different flags seems to have put Fury Divine in a little bit of a tight spot, but they seem to secure it again. We got a case jeep in there, but it's gonna get C4'd by Tom. Repair tool kill on case. Or at least a car. Straw from banging crazy. Fengard is still alive, but he's not gonna be able to do much. Alright, so as it looks like now, the ticket count is 66 to 150. If Saddle's army is not getting their asses in there, they're gonna lose this enormous lead they had. And it seems, from a tabletop perspective, it looks like Fury Divine has a very secure position in this. But Charlie is flashing, it's always half down. Burlesque and Jummy seems to be able to get that grey. Meanwhile, we got Farva and Fengard securing Bravo. Charlie's gonna go all the way up, and Bravo is gonna go all the way grey. Seems like their killer in good positions have secured them an advantage in this fight. Fengard won that battle and succeeded to rest one of his buddies, and they are back in the bleed. Saddle, for the first time in 200 lost tickets, are back in the bleed. If they can hold this for a little bit, they're gonna win. Dragon seems to be rushing Delta to stop the bleed. With enough members, they could be able to do it. Chris is flying a drone. Alright. The bleed have been stopped by Dragon Company's fast advance of Delta and a secure cap on that. 28 to 120 tickets. They lost 40 tickets before they succeeded to stop the bleed. This is gonna hurt them. Even if the bleed doesn't resume, Saddle sits in a good position once again. You got TA Static, FIFA and other Black Borders guys. You two want to get into Charlie, but not organized enough. Question is, what is Saddle gonna do? Hold what he got or attempt to get back the bleed? Right now Charlie is dropping because their members are in the sky. That's Farva moving in, and he got a kill. Charlie and Bravo are both flashing. Both Alpha and Delta are secure. If bleed goes to Fury Divine here, this is gonna be good. Alright, we got a very strong force of Chinese on Charlie. A very weak force on Bravo. They need to get Bravo back or they're gonna lose this battle. 16 tickets left. This means that 15 people of your Divine's army can die. They need to bleed or they're gonna lose. It seems that Saladin is going to be able to win with us. Charlie is dropping now. Bravo is going up. Friendly is dropping as well. Although if they can, even if they grey Alpha, if they lose Bravo and Charlie, they're gonna be on their bleed. 8 tickets. And with the securing of the Charlie flag there, we'll see. 3 tickets left for the Fury Divine Army, and I think this is it. They're not getting the bleed on Alpha. With 2 tickets left, they have lost. Charlie is dropping faster than Alpha is going up, but Delta is also dropping. They need to spawn a guy back in there, and it's over. First round goes to General Samuel, although it was a little close in the end. Seems to be up to 14 versus 13 members, and the best killer was Farwa. He also secured the most deaths. Second most killer was Havoc, and third was Lemming Grumpy. The kill death ratio seems to be better for the Chinese, and I think that the bleed was what made them win. Their early strategy worked better, although they screwed it up halfway across. Alright, for the second round of Savod. So this will be the second round of Savod, and the armies have switched places, which puts Saladin's army on the US side and Fury Divine's army on the Chinese side. Countdown is currently frozen, and that is because the armies have to ready up. There's also a 2-minute security countdown in case armies doesn't ready up. So, looking at TeamSpeak, we got 4 members in the core company with Captain June at the head. We got 5 members at the KPD, with Captain Fengard as its head, and finally 3 members for the KSK squad, with Major Farwa as its head. This is General Saddle's current army, with 0 members from the Sustained Brigade, or in the channel at least. On Fury Divine side, we got the Whiskey Company with Captain Macchiato. We got the Blackwater Company with Captain Cypher, and I'd say they were the most noticeable members of Fury Divine's army last round. Finally, we got 3 members in the Dragon Company with Chillon, Vladimir, and Tom. We also got SBS Captain Bigsta, with possibly 1 member helping him out. The round had started. Both transport choppers are going for Bravo and Charlie, and both crashing. Bravo is gonna come up for Sal's army, and Charlie might be coming up for Fury Divine's army. Bravo is already secure, and they are gonna be able to spawn in members. Charlie is soon secure. There he goes. It's currently 600 tickets still for the American army. General Sal. Alright, Bravo is dropping, Charlie is secure, Delta is flashing. Delta is secure again, and Bravo seems to be going up for the red side. Although I cannot seem to find where their members are. Alright, Bravo is going black to the American side of General Sal. Meanwhile, FIFA with Blackwater seems to be holding down the tunnel for Bravo and maybe make a push. Round starting off pretty much like last time, with each army going for the middle flanks. Vanguard survived that C4 bunny, and is probably gonna turn right and head for the tank. Havoc is currently in possession of the rocket launcher, but it's still outside Bravo, which tends to be a horrible idea, especially with a tank there. Neither army seems to be getting an initiative, with members spread out randomly between Bravo and Charlie. Got dual shock. Getting a kill on Dark Cypher. Then dying. Vanguard getting a C4 kill. And heading to Delta. Vanguard is currently in the American army. Flag is flashing, and with some support he might be able to capture this. All flags are flashing over here. Sorry. Here we go. Vanguard squad seems to be all over the place, to be honest, and we'll see what happens. Bravo, even if it's blue members here, it's not really going up. They're down. Bravo is probably going to come back for the Chinese side with Fury Divine. As we can see, there is flashing flags all over the map. We got pushes on Alpha, Delta, Bravo, and Charlie. In this hey-hop mixture, only the personal skills are gonna come out for who wins what flag. back flag seems to be secured for each army. Meanwhile, the middle flags are still somewhat contested, but I'd say that the Chinese army is in a little bit better spot. Jasper, Chillon, Blackwater, Dragon. As we can see, the ticket count is very, very even. We got Jules Shock heading in, last man in squad, and gets killed by Burlesque. Saying kill. Lemming Rumpy for the Blackwater. Seems to be securing Bravo currently, while Charlie is dropping. Bravo is secure. Charlie have gone hostile with enemy team incoming here. Jammy on the roof, attempting to C4. There we go. Blackwater is securing Bravo, Charlie flag, and Bravo is still secure. Somewhat secure at least, which puts Fury Divine in the bleed. They might be racking up some... Oh my, Alpha even went grey. This puts Americans General Salary with 0 flags, while the bleed belongs to Fury Divine's army. We saw they doing much better work in the second half of last round, and this seems to be paying off now. The attack is being held on to Bravo with Nefarious as the KPD squad, but I think this is gonna turn up fruitless. Jay in KSK squad, fighting on the roof. Almost losing that fight. He's dead. Juno is fighting on the Charlie flag. The Alpha flag is flashing. The Charlie flag seems to be going up even if Juno is still there, so there's more enemies for the Fury Divine army. And once again we got a grey Alpha and a secure Charlie, Bravo and Delta. Case is moving in with his squad. Killum's some Blackwater, they're still dying, and we got an all cap by Fury Divine's army. The numbers are equal, yet Fury Divine army is so much better right now than they were in the beginning of last round. Currently watching Farwa taking up people. Delta is being attacked by Juno, which is the back flag. Juno got 3 kills and 8 deaths, so he needs some few more kills at least. Charlie is flashing. Bravo is not flashing, but it has a lot of movement around it. Farius is the only one around Charlie, and he's not going to be able to capture fly from the roof. Bravo is going down. Scott FPS and the core company are attacking Bravo and seems to maybe secure it. Bravo is turning blue. Meanwhile, Delta is captured. I believe it's going to stop at currently 150 ticket loss. Well, let's hope that Fury Divine's army didn't get too confident with all those all caps. Delta is secure right now, and Bravo is somewhat contested. We got Ethnics trying to get to Charlie flag. We also got Case attempting to head for Charlie flag. Maybe they get something going, but Delta is flashing. Delta is going to turn now for the Chinese side, and they're gonna lose that stalemate they had. Charlie is flashing, but Delta is going much faster than Charlie is flashing. Alpha is also flashing. Maybe the spread out Fury Device army is going to end this. If they succeed in getting both Alpha, Bravo and Charlie, they might be able to turn this. Looks like Bravo is also contested. Ticket lead is currently around 150 for the Fury Divine army, which is the first time they're leading this day. Oh, this is the second round. Bravo is gonna come up Charlie, or Chinese maybe. All flags are currently almost grey and flashing, which means that this battle is very spread out for a 50 versus 49 battle. It's few members everywhere. Delta is secured for the Chinese, they secured their back flag. See if they can get rid of that spawn beacon, which they failed to. But they secured in getting Bravo and Charlie, so Bleed is back. Bleed might die here if they lose the Delta fight, but we'll see. Delta is going up Chinese again for the Pure Divine Army. If we look at the killing count, we got FIFA doing a lot of kills here. Lemon Grumpy is also doing pretty well. The American side is not doing all that great at all today. This round. FIFA Kramer is in the black border squad. 70 ticket lead, so they increased it a little, and if they're getting Bravo back, they will increase it even more. Let's take a look here at FIFA. Heading into Charlie flag. As we got some enemies here. And he's dead again. Although the Chinese army have secured Delta Bravo Charlie, the fight is still going on. We got Bixter doing a back attack on Alpha. Not alone, as he got Static with him and a admin, as well as Fury Divine the General. They're pulling some resources for Saddle's army back to Alpha, which is a good thing. Uh, Meanwhile, Havoc and with Nefarious and the KPD squad seems to have secured Charlie. An attack on Bravo now is possible. If we're looking at the map, the blue side is very weak in the Bravo Charlie area, even if they have secured one flag and capping another. We got Vladimir for the Dragon Company going down. Let's see if he gets back into the flag cap. He does not. He's FIFA Kramer gets taken out, but he takes out Havoc as well. With Swampsong come going into Charlie as it's getting secured, and the bleed is back. 200 ticket lead right now, and unless they're gonna do the same mistake as Saddle's army did last round, this is looking favorable for Fury Divine. And with the last mistake I meant they went for the all cap, which ended up losing a lot of flags for them. Saddle's army seems to be nowhere to be found. With 15 members, I'm not seeing even half of these members in live in battle. The dropship seems to have dropped a few people onto the routes. See if they can be pushing in Junior and the core squad currently. One member dropping in and he's probably going to get killed. No, Scott survives that. Was flashing a little bit, might be flashing a little bit more, unless their members get all killed. Nice defense by the Dragon Company, chilling. So, as it looks right now, we got Chillon, as well as with Dragon, as well as Dark Cypher with Blackwatch on Bravo. We got spawn beacons on Bravo, but pretty much no members. There seems to be a wild hunt out in the ocean, just with the ocean I mean the forest. Ethnics, J and the KSK squads have got enough of spawn beacon. They seem to be attacking Charlie. Let's see if they can actually get it to flash. It seems to be moving a little bit in their direction. And Charlie is halfway down to grey. Leo moves out in the opening, gets killed from the roof. Far West might be seeing the same destiny. Sorry about that. Although they almost secured the flag, they still lost in the end, and Charlie is completely friendly to the Chinese. Incoming attack again from Case. Case is the KSK squad. Delta was meanwhile secured by Junior and the core squad. Alpha is being contested, but I think that the Nefarious squad, the KPD, is going to secure it. This is going to stop the bleed, but once again we're having like a 300 ticket lead for one side. And last time this was the end. Right now Fury Divine's army only has to secure Bravo, Charlie and kill anyone who comes in. They might be going for the bleed to secure a quicker round, but it's not necessary from a tactical standpoint. Push seems to be going for their back flank Delta. Macchiato with Bang Casey, Jasper and other whiskies are securing Delta right now, which is gonna put the bleed back in Fury Divine's hands. Bravo is being contested, but the bleed is currently back for the Chinese. Ethnic secures a grey on black and Bravo. Charlie's also being greyed at the moment. Bravo is going to go up, I'd say, but Ethnic's leaving the flag might have jeopardized that. Case is down, fighting Vladimir and succeeding in a win. Right now we got 3 grey flags, and it's going to end up like a bleed for the US. Unless they're all leaving the flag cap. They would have had a flag if they'd stayed in the flag cap. I'm not quite sure what the KSK squad was doing there with Case and Ethnics. Bravo is going to come back for the Chinese with that failed attempt at capping the flag. Jummy, seen here, attempting to grab Delta, but he's alone, and there's more enemies than there's friendlies. Glad to get a drop in 2 guys, and the flag is flashing a little bit. With some tank support, they might be able to get it. Meanwhile, Alpha is flashing a little bit. Finger is attempting to deal with that. Case is trying to secure Charlie. Meanwhile, his other teammates are trying to secure Bravo. A lot of fights everywhere. Current number is 15 versus 14, and well, it looks like both armies are splitting up all their troops. Bravo Delta secured for the Chinese, Charlie Alpha for the Americans, but Charlie is getting contested. We got only Tom moving in. With an AK-5. Charlie is going out. If they just stay in the flag cap, they would be able to get it. There seems to be a lot of running around instead of sitting on the flag while it's being read out. With sitting on the flag, I mean staying in the flag cap. Bravo Charlie secured for the Chinese. Meanwhile, Core have taken back Delta. And the bleed fails to reach the Chinese, but with a 330 ticket lead, this is going to go Chinese. Right now we got FIFA in the lead, followed by Lemmy and then Lihu on the American side. Performance wise in the score, the 6th best in Chinese have a better score than the best one in the US side. This is talking a lot, as well as the ticket count on how the battle is going. Big Star is attempting to secure Alpha. Meanwhile, we got a fight on Bravo. Charlie and Delta are secured for the Chinese. Bravo is gonna come up for the American as it looks right now. But we got Farmer jumping down, dying. We got Lemming Grumpy. Lemming seems to secure the enemies. Flag is going to come back up for the Chinese, and with Alpha also secured, they might be going for an all cap. And they've got all flags. They're gonna lose Alpha and Delta as it looks right now. But by securing all flags, they definitely secured a little bit of bleed and indeed increased their ticket bleed. I'd say this is it, General Salino. Alpha secured and Delta going secure, but with 40 tickets to lose. grabbing a blade right now and holding it while Chinese are supposed to lose 390 is not something I see happening. Although the Fury Divine side was almost faced with his artist last round, they succeeded to shorten that lead a lot. But Saddle's army does not seem to be able to do that, as they keep getting hit on those back flanks. They're attempting to secure Charlie, meanwhile they got an enemy on Alpha and they're losing Delta. Charlie and Delta is trading sides, but once again a few tickets of lead for the Chinese side. They're a little bit faster on these captures. Tank seems to be rolling in to Charlie. Let's see if he can secure it. Although it is American right now, they need to capture. And Dragon Company Shield gets out of his vehicle. The tank has secured the enemies on Charlie. But with no attempts to capture another flag, this is going to turn bad. Tank pulls out and immediately Blackwater is pulling in to capture Charlie. Charlie's almost grey and the tank is still not back in action. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Alpha is somewhat secure, Big Stays going for a kill on dual shock. Charlie is secured and they've got the bleed back, and this is probably going to end the round, as I do not see a strong enough push from the American side to stop this bleed in time. Static is flying a helicopter, doing alright with that, but it's not good enough. 5 ticket bleed, both Bravo and Charlie are dropping fast, but the tickets are gonna run out before this is over. That's it. With a 1-1 victory, 1 for Fury Divine and 1 for Shadow, both as the Chinese army. This round, or the Battle of Savoy, I'd say, ended equal. The ticket count was a little bit better for Fury Divine as they won, and they were doing a lot better in the second round compared to the first. I think we'll have a little bit of break right now.